Now, this is my favorite part, and it is so we talked about all of the biological, the scientific ways that mushrooms are so awesome, the way that they support us in, our health and wellness journeys. And I'm going to take a little sip of water here. Mm. But mushrooms also have energetic qualities that will support us as well. Now, a little bit about me. So my background, I have a lot of modalities under my belt. But my background is in naturopathic medicine. I have a doctorate in naturopathic medicine, and I also am a certified acupuncturist. So Chinese medicine, Eastern medicine is something that I love. And so if you can see here, I have a diagram here. It's really just a picture of our meridian system that of our body. And for those of you who, I know most people are familiar with acupuncture, but you may not know anything about the energetics and why it works. And the reason that acupuncture works is because our bodies are made up of energy. We have different energy channels that run through our body called meridians, and that's what you see here in this picture. All these lines that are running up and down the body are meridians or energy channels, and that contains basically life force energy. When that life force energy is stagnant or not circulating properly, it creates dis-ease or illnesses in our body. And so acupuncture is a way of kind of reprogramming the computer, so to speak, because we can use acupuncture to activate certain points. So each of these little dots that are on the meridian are acupuncture points. And this is not all of them. This is just a diagram that shows some of them. But there are many, many hundreds of acupuncture points on the body, and each of those points create a certain effect in the body on that energy channel. And those energy channels correspond to different organs, systems like the spleen and the stomach, the gallbladder, the liver, the brain, the womb. All of these things have energy channels that run through them. And like I said, it's the acupuncture points are ways of when you activate each acupuncture point, it's like a code that you put in that helps to reprogram, to reset, and bring balance to that energy system. And that's why it's important for, you to see, people who know what those codes are, how to put those codes in on those energy systems, like acupuncturists and other Eastern medicine energy workers and healers, so that that balance can come back through using the code of the acupuncture uh, point prescription. So why am I saying all this? Well, foods also contain energy, and they also contain certain codes, as certain codes that allow the body to be reset or to be influenced when we consume them. Mushrooms are considered earth element foods in Chinese medicine and Eastern medicine, because there are other systems within, Eastern medicine as well, not just Chinese medicine, but they're considered an earth element food. They're associated with um, the spleen and stomach channels, which are the earth element organs and channels of the body. So again, energy, our body is also made up of all the different elements of the earth upon which we live, right? So earth, metal, water, fire, and wood. These are all, elements in our environment that make us up as well. And so mushrooms help with balancing the earth element in our body. The way they do this is by supporting digestion, assimilation, and nourishment, because those are the things that the earth element is concerned with. Like that is what it governs and deals with in our body. The the spleen and stomach channels do those functions in the body. They digest, they assimilate, they nourish, they create nourishment from the foods that we eat. So when when that element is off, the earth element is off, that means the spleen and stomach channels will not function properly. And that means digestion, assimilation, and nourishment will also not be able to properly function or be carried out. And it doesn't just mean digestion and assimilation of food, but it can also mean the digestion and assimilation of ideas, of experiences. If you don't digest your experiences well, you don't learn from different things that happen in your life, or you're not able to handle certain things that that happen in your life. You're not able to process your thoughts well. You're not able to you have you you tend to hold on to a lot of things that otherwise you would digest well and maybe experience them and let them go, or experience them and get what you need from it, and then let the rest be, eliminated. But when you're not able to properly process life, then, it creates issues, right? And that goes into the influence on the yi spirit, yi spirit, which is our intellect and focus. So the earth element, as well as the spleen and stomach channels, support our focus, our ability to focus, our ability to study and to use our intellect. It also deals with our ability to take in information, is what it means. So when that element is off, maybe it'll be difficult for you to study, difficult for you to sit down and focus, difficult for you to put ideas together. And so that's when you know that you have imbalance in your earth element or in your stomach and spleen channels. The other thing that the earth element and the stomach and spleen channels uh, they impact is our heart channel. So not just the stomach and the spleen, but now we're going into the heart channel. And the heart channel is kind of similar to Western medicine in that it deals with circulation and mental emotional health. So circulation is the Western part. Mental emotional health is the energetic Eastern medicine part. And so what I mean by that is that the heart channel deals with how we process. It's the seat of the mind, basically, in Chinese medicine. The heart is, and when the heart channel is not in balance, then you can get things like mental restlessness, insomnia, making it difficult for you to go to sleep. You can have issues with your emotions. You can have mental emotional instability. Also, irritability and things like that. So, um, the heart channel, when it's out of balance, it, you know, creates those kind of manifestations in our physical bodies. Also, the heart channel, through the heart channel, and this is the fire element, by the way, with the heart channel, it supports the Shen or the spirit of the mind. And again, it deals with emotional well-being, sleep, restfulness. So when our heart channel, when our Shen spirit is properly nourished, when it's properly supported by, the energy channels flowing well, then we have good emotional we have our emotions are able to support us. We're able to get restful sleep. Our dreams are pleasant or enlightening to us. They're not waking us up in the middle of the night or scaring us to death. Um, and you have a vibrance to you. You have a sheen, a shine to you, because the very spirit of your emotions and your mind are working well. So you're refreshed, basically. And so mushrooms can support all of that because they go to all of these channels. They support all of these energies, the fire element and the earth element, which deal with all of these different functions in our body. And I think this is really apropos because, especially because we're going into the colder months, adding mushrooms to your diet is absolutely great for during during the time of the year when people tend to deal with these kind of things. They're dealing with emotional and mental kind of sluggishness. People are inside. the weather makes people maybe a little bit more lethargic. It can make people more sad, depressed. Depending on where you live, maybe if you don't have a lot of sun at this time of the year where you live, people can be dealing with emotional and mental distress just because of the season changes. And especially since the pandemic and everything, people I think are still some people are still trying to get themselves together after that extended period of time of almost like an extended winter, kind of. And so mushrooms are great to put in, our meals during this time of the year to support it, which are traditionally these elements are more summer and spring elements, right? So during the cold months, the autumn and the winter, it's good to have kind of like an internal sun that we can create through our diet and our practices to help stave off the darkness and the sluggishness, the cloudiness that can happen during this time of the year for some people. So I think it's really appropriate that, we are highlighting mushrooms at this time of the year because they can really support people who are struggling during this time.